So today I passed another really big piece of legislation, a very meaningful thing. It's one of many. It's why I was ranked the most effective Republican senator. You're not going to hear a lot about it for whatever reason. Florida newspapers don't write about the things we pass, and therefore it gets very little coverage in the state. But I wanted you to know because I work for you. And here's what it is. China uses slave labor. They take Uyghur Muslims and they force them to work in these factories. And we have big American companies that benefit from that. They buy stuff from those factories. Some of them are probably making stuff in those factories, and they're shipping it to this country. And what that means is every single one of us, even though we don't know it, are buying things that have been made by Uyghur Muslim slaves in China. It's an unfair competitive advantage for China to have that free labor. It's an unfair profit for these corporations that are benefiting from it, but it's also immoral. It's a genocide. That's what we've termed it. The State Department called it that, and the world is now seeing it for what it is. So I've been working on a bill for 2 years, and the bill says if you make things in that part of China, you can't bring that stuff into America and sell it here unless you can prove to us that slaves weren't involved in making it or in your supply chain. And we've had to fight for 2 years to pass it. We finally got it passed out of the Senate earlier this summer. The House and Pelosi did nothing on it until I finally had to block the defense bill. And then the spotlight got shown on this issue, and then they finally acted and they passed it. We worked it out with our Democratic co-sponsor, and we sent it over to the Senate, and we got it passed today, and it's headed to the president. It wasn't helpful, by the way, that the Biden White House was calling people, telling them not to support this and to slow this down. They were against it for a lot of reasons, because they were being soft on China, because they didn't want to upset the companies. They were out there lobbying against this, and because John Kerry wants to bring to this country a bunch of solar panels made by slave labor. The bottom line is we passed it. And it's one of many achievements, but this is one I'm very proud of. It's one that's important and it's meaningful. It takes on China, and it also does what's morally right. And we got it done today, and I wanted you to know.